sleuth.
What is up? Hope everybody's doing wonderful. I know I am. I want to welcome you to another Sleuth Intuition Live. Today should be an interesting one. Hold on, my phone's going crazy. And for those of you who are new to this channel, if it wasn't for the Delphi double homicide that took place there in a small town in Indiana, I wouldn't even have this channel, to be honest. So I remember the first time I read about this, I think it may have stumbled across the case on Facebook, and it went from me finding out everything I could, like right away, and then bothering my family members about it until they were like, okay, enough. Then I went from bothering family members to, groups online or watching YouTubers. And then now here I am, I have a YouTube channel. So this YouTube channel is just basically the evolution of, I call it the obsession, really, because this case is, it's mind boggling. You have video footage of the guy walking towards the victims. You have audio of the killer or killers. And even we all know how this thing has evolved, with the Anthony Shots information, the catfishing, the ski mask incident. Like the story is kind of playing out. So as we watch it grow and then go back to the original news footage, like around the time where they went missing, it's just that much more eerie. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go and take a look at the Kegan's interview transcript. We're going to look at pages 168 through 185. It may seem a little long-winded, so I apologize. Will be a lot of reading in that. But I think it's important because this is at the time they really start to press Kegan. Hey, we know that you spoke with Libby the day of the crime, but we also know that you spoke about meeting up with her. So those are the two most important things. The fact that he spoke with her that day, the fact that he mentions meeting her that day, and then the incident that took place, I believe a week after. All of those three things are what tie not only the Anthony Shots profile, but Kegan Kline 100% to this crime. Those three facts right there. So also within these pages, it sounds like law enforcement's basically telling him, hey, they're playing towards his guilt. Like they say, hey, you're guilty. We know that you're guilty because we don't believe that you did it. But we need you to tell us who you told or who could have seen this information, but the truth is Kegan could be the guy who did do it. So maybe that's why he's not saying anything. He could have very well been responsible. And if there was multiple people, he could be equally responsible. So we're going to go through those pages. But first, we're going to play some of these early news reports when they first went missing. And it just has a different feel. It's much more real. It's none of this Hollywood movie factory going on in the back of your mind, we have much more puzzle pieces. So we'll take a look at that, kind of get a feel for what was going on in the town and with people early, or the 13th, and then the early morning of the 14th. And then from there on, we'll jump into the transcript and we'll open up for discussion. So we'll start here.
13-year-old girls are missing from Carroll County this morning.
They disappeared yesterday afternoon in what we're told is a treacherous area just outside of Delphi. That's where our Naomi Peskovitz is this morning with more on the search effort. Naomi?
And Ben and Julia, this is a story, these pictures you will see online today as you wake up and look through your feed, because everyone who knows these two young women is desperately hoping to find them. This is the entrance here to the trail where they were last seen. We know family members have been out here for hours. Right now, though, the search has been suspended while it's been dark. Police, though, telling us they do plan to pick it back up in the morning. But right now, no one knows where these two 13-year-olds might be. So we want to show you their pictures so you can better look. Here's a look. Liberty, or Libby German, is described as 5'4", with a heavy build, shorter shoulder-length blonde hair and blue eyes. She was wearing a tie-dyed shirt that's fringed at the bottom, gray sweatpants, and unknown black lettering on it with some black Nike shoes. Abigail, or Abby Williams, also 13, is 5'4". She has a small build, medium-length blonde hair, and hazel eyes. She was wearing a gray zip-up sweatshirt with a burgundy t-shirt underneath and then blue jeans. They were last seen around 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon near an abandoned railroad bridge. It's known as the Monon High Bridge. It's here just outside Delphi, right where we are. They were supposed to meet up with a family member to pick them up here, but when that family member got here, they were not here to be met by that family. Meantime, we've been sharing these photos online, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere you see them, please share them as well. We did speak with one of the young women's grandfather. He'll be speaking with us in about a half an hour to share what they've been doing to help find these girls. But in the meantime, right now, the search has been suspended because it's just so dark. There's not much to see. Ben and Julia?
Story this morning happening right now in Carroll County. The sheriff's office and community members continue to look for two missing girls last seen near the Monon High Bridge Trail in Delphi. News 18's Alexis Moberger reports how many have spent hours searching, and they say they will not stop looking until the girls are found.
We're just praying for their safe return.
13-year-olds Liberty German and Abigail Williams went missing Monday. The girls were last seen near an abandoned railroad bridge known as the Monon High Bridge around 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, upset, confused, obviously very distraught, just worried. All I want to do is have the girls get home safe.
The girls were dropped off near the bridge to walk around and hang out. They had made arrangements to be picked up by a family member later in the afternoon. But when it came time for the girls to be picked up, they never showed up.
Getting scared now.
Abigail's mom, Anna Williams, has spent hours worrying, just hoping to hear her little girl is okay.
It's getting cold. Been out a long time. They don't know what time they ate last.
The girls haven't answered their phones since around the time they went missing.
Missing, abducted, we don't know for sure. Cell phone has been pinging around town here. There's a cell phone tower, but the ping was last noted about 5 or 6 hours ago. They say the phone's now dead.
The last Snapchat from one of the girls was from 2:07.
Text, I saw a text where that got delivered, but they never got read.
Very scary situation right now, and I just want her home.
Now many are on an extensive search to find them.
Ravines, ditches, trash cans for phones, any sign of the girls, and anything we can find to just find them.
Deputies, firefighters, and local police are checking every crevice and nook.
Looking for answers, looking for the girls.
But so are others from the community. And many of them say they won't stop looking, even if it takes
Daybreak, fall over with exhaustion. Honestly, I hope they're just hidden up somewhere, scared to be in trouble.
Alexis Moberger, News.
top story, those two missing girls in Carroll County. The Sheriff's Office and members of the Delphi area community continue searching for those missing girls in the Delphi area, saying now they won't stop until those 13-year-olds are found. It's been nearly 24 hours, of course, since they were reported missing. 13-year-olds Liberty German, Abigail Williams, last seen around 1 o'clock Monday afternoon near the Monon High Bridge, that abandoned rail bridge just outside of Delphi. Now, News 18's Brad Oppenheim joins us now live from Carroll County, where that search continues at this hour. Brad?
Jeff, like you said, Liberty German and Abigail Williams were last seen yesterday afternoon when they were dropped off near that bridge. Now, they had made arrangements to be picked up by family members later that afternoon, but they never showed up. Now, a staging area has been set up at the Delphi Fire Department, and since I've been here, I've seen hundreds of people come in and out of this staging area. We are told that volunteers will be sent out in groups where they will comb the area in efforts to find these two girls. I was able to actually catch up with Abigail Williams' mother, Anna Williams, and she says she is amazed by the outpouring of support from the community. I also spoke with the Carroll County Sheriff, Tope Lesenby, and he says they are working with officials on getting an Amber Alert issued. Just in the last couple hours, I have been at the staging area. I've seen and spoke from volunteers that don't even live in Carroll County, including one man from West Lafayette who came over and joined the search. He said he has a teenage daughter himself and wanted to do what he could to make sure those girls make it home safe. Now, as we continue to learn new information, we will keep you updated online, and we'll have more information on News 18 at 5 and 6 tonight. For now, reporting live in Carroll County, Brad O'Brien.
And Abby, these two teen girls have not been spotted in nearly 24 hours. That's where we're starting today at 12:30, the ongoing search for Libby German and Abby Williams. This story is unfolding right now in Delphi. That's in Carroll County, about 20 minutes northeast of Lafayette. Now, I want to show you the view from Google Earth. The girls were last seen near an abandoned bridge known as the Monon High Bridge, just outside Delphi. The area, as you see, is heavily wooded, and there's a creek running through it. Rich Van Wyk joins us live from the command center in Delphi. Rich, you've been talking with people out there. What's the latest there?
Well, the sheriff just briefed us a little while ago. He gave us details on the search, just how many people are involved. The fire department is now the command center for an exhaustive search that's covering a great swath of the county. More volunteer searchers are arriving here. They're ready and willing and able to start relieving some of the people who have been searching most of the morning in some of the wooded areas. From what we've heard and from what we've seen, there are probably about 200 civilian volunteers working with police, firemen, and others. They're searching woods, streams, fields, and buildings. The area, according to the sheriff, covers 20 to 25 square miles. Some of those areas, it's tough going. There are steep.
We've apparently lost our connection with Rich Van Wyk, but the video that you're seeing here gives you an idea of how rugged this particular area is. The vantage point, that's more than 200 people right now are searching for these two girls. Again, these two girls have been missing since yesterday about 1 o'clock, and you can again see this abandoned bridge here leading through Carroll County and heavily wooded area. And we talked to a family member about what they think.
I see it's a small community that everybody pulls together. It's really heart-wrenching, you know what I mean, to see that. It's very touching, very moving.
You have trouble looking over there?
Yes, I do.
Because?
It's a rough time right now I'm going through.
Our hearts go out to the families as this search continues there in Carroll County. We're covering this story on WTHR.com. We've got a lot of information there. You can see pictures of the girls, the search area, all on WTHR.com. And, of course, our coverage continues throughout the day on our website.
All right. Now, if you I found a close-up of this area right here where they're filming. Now, if you look over his right shoulder, you kind of see this, what I think is a buffalo. It's been colored, multicolored buffalo. and then the group of people that were meeting up at the fire station to group up for the search. So I found a close-up. I'm going to play that now. I found this on Twitter. I don't really go on Twitter. I actually found it on. I found a Twitter post while searching Google. There's that buffalo. See that lady's leaning against it, and then there's two ladies in the background. That's probably right around where that news crew would have been stationed. Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. Tie those two together and kind of give you a little closer look at what was in the background there. New information? No, I haven't talked to Fig in a couple days. I don't know what he's been up to. So let me go ahead and pull up these transcripts here. So this here is page 168. All right. So they're basically talking, they're kind of referencing his 2017 interview with law enforcement, and they just kind of dive in here. They ask him, he's like one of your best friends as well, is he not? I mean, he's a good friend, yeah. How come when you rattled off your list of friends you've known previously, you omitted your drug dealer friend? Well, why would I? Yeah, he's like pretty much like seeming like one of your best friends, if not your best friend. Yeah, I mean, he was a good friend of mine. So you gave them a list of your friends twice when they interviewed you previously, and you completely omitted your drug dealer friend. You didn't even mention him, and even today you still haven't mentioned him. And you even asked me why when I asked you, because there's a reason why you don't look up my drug dealer friend in Indiana. Look that up. No, tell me why. I don't have any idea. Because he's a drug dealer, big time. I don't want my name associated with someone that sells pounds of weed. I don't want that. I don't want to say that. And the Peru Police Department be like, okay, well, he messes with someone that you know sells large amounts of weed. Let's watch him. Let's arrest him. You just said, inaudible, But you just said your friend number 1 sells you weed and you're fine with associating with him. So let's go to page 169. He says, I mean, friend 1, he doesn't have no weed. I really don't. You said he sells you weed. Yeah, but I'm saying like, but you associate with him and you, okay, well, an ounce is a lot different than a pound. The cops aren't going to come raid your house over an ounce of weed. They say, if he's selling weed, absolutely. Okay, well, you guys need something better to do if you're raiding people's houses for an ounce of weed. So he just gets 1 ounce. He gets it. He puts it on the table and goes, that's for Kegan. 1 ounce. That's how I'm going to make money as a drug dealer. I'm going to sell 1 ounce to one particular. I didn't say that. You said only all he has is 1 ounce of weed. What I'm saying is a small time drug dealer is a lot different than someone that's selling pounds of weed. That's a big difference. Then why were you good friends with them? Why you think? I had no job. I mean, put it together, you know? I mean, so I'm going to stop there for a second, try to catch up here on the chat. Okay, not much going on. I'll keep it going. So we're going to go to page 170. He continues on. Why'd you blow him off in Vegas? He says, friend 1? Because I get the weed or nothing. I could not get anything he wanted. Oh, no, why'd you blow off your drug dealer friend in Vegas? Oh, because I couldn't get the weed or nothing. I could not get anything he wanted. And I looked for it out there. I'm sure you looked at my phone when I met that guy, right? I'm sure you know what me meeting some guy in Vegas, right? You know about that. I think the more that I'm concerned about over a guy that you're meeting, I'm saying like I met the guy to talk with him about the weed. Okay. But what I'm more concerned about is that boy, did we just give you something from 2017 and you were able to remember just like that. Because I know my drug dealer friend. He's my best friend. But yet know nothing about the girl that was murdered. You remember? Yeah, because I didn't know her. Yeah, I don't spend years of my life with the person that got murdered, yeah? I know my drug dealer friend, like it's like my good friend. Yeah, I know stuff about him. What do you mean? That's totally different. But then you just told us, well, I don't want to associate with him. Yeah, I don't want to tell them his name. What do you mean? I don't want to be like, oh, yeah, I know my drug dealer friend. Okay. And they would have just said, okay, it's your drug dealer friend. No big deal. No, you can put wheels in motion. I mean, it's not hard to find out who he is and if he's been arrested for and all that stuff. You know what I mean? And friend 1 has never been arrested. Well, I don't think so. Not that I know of. He went into the military. I don't. Going to page 171. Was he ever arrested? I don't think he ever got arrested. What do you mean when you said all this was pointing towards your friend number 1? Like, do you see how I'm someone's country, whatever you said, country club road or someone's Wi-Fi? I've never been to anyone's house on country club ever. I don't even know where that is out. I don't even know where that is out there. I just know that those roads meet. It's something country with Paw Paw Pike. I literally have no clue. Like I don't know anyone. I don't know anything about the whole case. Like, yeah, it looks terrible, but I promise you, like I know you guys are looking for the person and it's not me. I know absolutely nothing. And I get the whole family friend with the ski mask thing. Like that's weird too, but I swear I don't know anything. Yes, you do, man. I swear to God, I don't. Yes, you do. I really don't. Yes, you do. I don't. I just can't wrap my head around why you're willing to put all this on you. Why are you protecting somebody else? Who am I protecting? What are you talking about? I mean, obviously you said that you didn't kill them, right? Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah. Okay. Of course. Okay. You think I know who killed them? Absolutely. Oh my God. Absolutely. Because you know why I know that. Well, you're obviously terrible at your job if you really honestly think that. You're absolutely terrible at your job, sir. I'm sorry to say that, but do you know who killed those girls? No. Hang on. I'm not literally asking you right now. Do you know for sure who killed those girls? No. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, no. You did say no both times in your polygraph. And guess what? That was deception. Hey, a lot of people fail those lie detectors. What are you talking about? Why do you think they can't use them in court? There's a reason that you can't use a polygraph in court because people fail, like when they have anxiety problems that are freaking out. But those people that fail for other cases or whatever you're referencing weren't talking to the victim of the crime the day of, weren't grooming them. OJ Simpson, yes, he was. Well, you looked that up too, along with that Sandy Hook stuff? Yeah, I know. What do you mean? You don't know who OJ Simpson is or no? Weren't sending pictures to the victim? Didn't say it was bad that I'm super into you? I just don't understand what you're protecting, why you're protecting the person. I mean, was it as simple as she just said, "Hey, I'm going to the high bridge," and you told somebody? Literally have no clue about any of that. But yet you can come in here and literally talk for 24 hours straight. I don't know anything about that. But yet you remember 110% that you had a conversation with a guy in Vegas on 223. Yes, because I'm supposed to make thousands of dollars. Yes, I'm going to remember that. About weed, about buying weed. Yes. Buying to get to smoke weed? No. You said you talked to sell weed. I talked to him about my drug dealer friend. He said, "So why did you bring up my drug dealer friend?" I met that guy to talk about weed to my drug dealer friend. I couldn't find it from that guy. He didn't have what my drug dealer friend needed. You don't associate. That's it. Yourself with your drug dealer friend. Not to the cops, I don't. Of course I don't. Why would I associate? No. So why blow your drug dealer friend off? Because I couldn't get it. I met up with that guy. That's the only guy I could find. I met him on Craigslist. Well, why not? Well, it's literally, well, why not meet and tell him that? Yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't go party and have fun because he's waiting on it. If he's waiting on me, hey, I need you. Are you scared to find me this? Are you afraid of somebody? What they're going to do? I swear on, if you say something, no. I literally don't know anything. Like I was supposed to make thousands of dollars finding him that weed. That's it. I'm not talking about the weed anymore. I know, but I'm saying like that's what I'm saying. Who are you afraid of to tell us that is using the Anthony Shots account? Nobody. I told you. Friend one. That's the only other person that could have my phone. That's literally it. Not in Vegas. Okay. He's not talking to Liberty. I don't remember talking. So who was to them? Okay, then who was? I don't know. Obviously, it was me, but I don't remember it. You know what I mean? I just don't remember talking to him. We had this case a while back, and this guy had his freaking little kid was in the bathroom and overflowed the toilet. So he yells for help, and the dad gets pissed off, comes at the kid. The mom intervenes. The dad punches the mother. You know, she runs away. He chases her down, hits her, bites her in the stomach, runs back inside, slams the kid's head into the toilet, fractures his orbital socket, puts him upside down, and starts dunking his head into the toilet that was overflowed. Jesus Christ. Now, what would you think about that guy? He should get hung right now. He should be killed. So that guy should be killed? Yeah, 1000%. What do you think that person is capable of? What is that person capable of? Yeah, what would you think a person like that is capable of? Probably anything because he killed some kid. He didn't kill the kid lived. Oh shit. Well, I mean, he obviously tried to kill this kid. Whether he lived or not, I still think he should die either way because of he obviously attempted murder on the kid. So step out for a second. I'll be right back. Do you have enough water? Do you need anything? I appreciate you. And I want you to know I'm literally not lying to you. Like, I know this is your job and I swear, I know, like, I get how bad. I'm gonna take a break right here. This is a good little stopping point here. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Yubo. So anybody who was using, I would say, Yellow or an app called Yubo between like 2015 and 2017, I would definitely look at your old phones, try to remember back and it looks like it was Anthony Shots in all capitals, if I'm not mistaken. Does anybody out there know that for sure? Anthony _ Shots in all capital letters. I could be wrong though. Okay, let's continue on. So now they're trying to stop Kegan, like, just stop. Like, Kegan, look, Kegan. No, will you please listen to me for a second? I know how bad. I know, okay, all right? Well, it's hard for me to listen to you because people lie to you every single day, I know. Well, it's not only just people, but I sit here and I hear you say that. Right. I'm truly hearing you say that. All right. Okay. And my gosh, is it familiar? Because you said the same thing to the investigators when they talked to you about this before. Exactly. And I'm not talking about the Delphi stuff. I'm talking about the child porn and the child solicitation. You talked to underage girls. You said the same thing to them before you admitted to it. So that's why it's hard for me to believe that, because I hear what you're saying. And you said the same thing when I know for a fact you were lying, because then eventually you told the truth. Well, yeah. Eventually you did. Well, yeah. So you telling me that once they put the pictures out, they're like, hey, yeah, here's the evidence we got. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, of course. Absolutely. Right. And that's why it's hard to believe that then, like Deputy Clinton said, you have this whole stack. And I mean, you can argue like the whole small town thing again. Absolutely. You can argue that you are a concerned citizen, that this happened in your backyard close. You can argue that for sure. But when you throw it into that you literally talked to her, I get that. Right before you said that she was killed. I understand. I get then how that looks. Trust me. That you tell investigators that you only talked to her once and then you blocked her. That's what I remember. Okay, I get what you're saying. You said, but what I'm saying is my memory. That's what happened. I don't remember ever talking to her like that I remember. So why do you have altered memory? I feel that you feel somewhat responsible. For what? For them dying. Why would I feel responsible for something I know nothing about? What do you mean? You don't? I mean, when you tell me I know nothing about this, right? That doesn't make sense because you researched it. You researched. I did not oh my God. So every single person that Google searched about them dying is a suspect, but those people don't tell me, well, I know nothing about this case. I don't know anything about this case. I never talked about the girl that died because I don't remember ever talking to the girl that died. I'm telling you, you did. Okay, I get what you're telling me, but I don't remember that. So I'm not lying to you. If I don't remember it, how am I lying to you? Okay, so I'll give you a scenario. Then you tell me, you sit in my shoes, okay? I know, trust me, just know. I want to give you a scenario and I want you to tell me your honest opinion. Okay, okay? So you're working a case, okay? Let's say it's a gas station robbery, right? Okay. And you're the investigator and you see the video camera of this guy walking in. He robs the place, he shoots somebody and kills them. Okay. And then you need to talk to him. And he goes, I don't remember that. What would you do? I mean, I'm not saying you killed anybody, right? What would you do in my shoes? Okay. Right. I would investigate it. You have him on video, right? You have the evidence. You have all this evidence showing that it was him. Yeah. But he tells you he doesn't remember. So where's any of this evidence that you have? That's not evidence. That's me talking to a person. That's not evidence of me killing anyone. I can't even remember a time I've been to Delphi. And again, I didn't say you did. I know, I don't know anyone that did. Listen. So again, we're talking evidence, right? Right. We have evidence. Court of law evidence? Physically talking to a girl that was murdered, right? Right before she died. We have witness statements that talked to Anthony Schatz and said they were talking about meeting up. Even to the point so far that she said Anthony Schatz told her when they said, "Oh my God, what happened? Hey, I was supposed to meet her, but she didn't show up." That's evidence. I don't think I ever said that. Man, I don't again. That goes back to the whole I don't remember thing. I don't think that guy at the gas station. But I think you were saying, I'm not just saying that. Okay, well, I'm telling you. And so if you don't remember it, that doesn't mean it didn't happen. I'm not saying you did it, but we need to know why did it. Yeah. And you do. The only person now that you're telling me had access to the Anthony Schatz account was you. And the only person that used your phone for the Anthony Schatz account was you. So, yeah, that doesn't mean I killed two people. I didn't say that. But you did sure tell her then that you were supposed to meet her and that she didn't show up, though, because that's evidence. That's true fact evidence, okay? So let's just focus on that one minute detail. That conversation that happened that went back and forth again, and I'll refresh your mind where the girl contacted Anthony Schatz and said, "Did you hear what happened in Liberty?" And Anthony Schatz responded, "OMG, what happened?" And then she goes and tells him what happened. And then Anthony Schatz says, "Well, I was supposed to meet that girl, but she never showed up." So let's focus on that one conversation of evidence. We know it's true, and it doesn't matter if you remember or not. Right. But who then would have access? Who would have said that then if it wasn't you? Who supposedly is the one who has access? Nobody. Who would? But we know that's not. I'm saying like nobody had access to me, so I don't. So then it was you who said that. What I'm saying is I don't remember saying that, but it had to be me if I'm the only person, right, that uses it. So why would you say I was going to meet her, but you never showed up? Why would you say that? Why would I ever even go meet somebody? I don't know. Tell me. Exactly. I wouldn't. That's like whatever. Saying that's right. I need to know. No, I'm saying I probably said that, but what I'm saying is I would never go meet somebody. The girlfriend I have now, I wouldn't even meet because I was like nervous before all the stuff that happened. I'm just like, so then did you give the information to somebody else? I mean, no. Was there some sort of I can see that happening. I mean, I can see you making a statement of, oh man, this girl wants to meet. She's going to the high bridge today. And then whoever you told that, I went to the high bridge that day. I would never talk to somebody about girls. I talk to her nothing. That's not what I do. But then again, we have to go back to that one narrow scope of conversation we're looking at. Why would you say that to the other person? Why would you say, Anthony Shots, I was going to meet that girl and she didn't show up? I don't know. I don't know. You know, even before that, we have witness statements that Liberty was looking at meeting Anthony Shots. So again, that's another piece where we're making this even bigger now. Looking at this, now we have multiple people saying that. Why would Anthony Shots do that? I don't know. I really don't have a clue. Like I said, I don't remember talking to her, so I don't know why I would say that. Do you see why this needs to be cleared up? Yeah, trust me, I know it needs to be cleared up. You need to find the person that did it. Yeah. Well, the person that did it, as in sending those messages, was you. I'm talking about the person that killed him. Okay, well, I need that cleared up. I told you. For the past 30 minutes, listen, I've told you. I'm not lying. I don't know anybody who did this. I didn't do this. I don't know anything about the ski mask incident. I don't know any of that. You just said you knew about the ski mask incident or where it happened. I'm saying I don't know who looked in her fucking window, but I don't know anything about that. I'm telling you is we need to clear up the statement of Anthony Shots. We need to do it because we can. I said it 3 times now. I never remember saying that. Even if I said it, I don't remember saying that. Crazy. So, like I said, that was going to be a little long-winded. So I wanted to read through it in case anybody was just listening or kind of listening in the background. Now I'll kind of go back and look at the comments. What's up, Curly? Yeah, that was that story. Crazy. Okay. So we're probably going to hang out another 15 minutes, let you guys kind of communicate in the chat room and ask questions or touch on topics. And we'll just hang out for now. So thanks for sitting through that. That was really something for people who wanted to go back and listen to that section. That's just before the interview ended. And they're really starting to put some pressure on Kegan. So I guess that's the $1 million question. Why did you say that you were supposed to meet her there? Why did you say that? If you're the only one that has access, why are you saying that? Thelma, I think the summary of today is I think they truly don't believe that he is the killer. You know, they're trying to get that third party. Who is that third party? Oh, I'm having a great vacation. Well, that and something I touched on at the beginning was it's basically as all this new information starts coming in, over time, all these new puzzle pieces, and then we kind of go back and we revisit old information. It has a new meaning. It's much more eerie, you know. We kind of get a better idea of who this guy is on that bridge. Some when we hear the word creepy, it's a good description in the worst kind of way. What's up, Frank? What's up, Anthony? Everybody. So yeah, this was going to be a real quick one. I just wanted to get that out. Like I said, I'm just sharing in the obsession, this very mysterious case. If we're all going to be continuing to look into it, I'm just gonna. I guess I'm gonna create a platform for it. We'll keep looking at it, trying to break any news, any updates. Most importantly, I think discussion. You know, I wish I could say the same. I mean, I see similarities for sure, but that you can change from one frame to the next and it's completely different. So it's very strange. Yeah, and they kind of gave up a date there, the 23rd. So we know that they were in Vegas on the 23rd. Like, what was he doing? Why would you be in Vegas right after? If you had something to do with these murders and then you're in Vegas, just a short while after, it just seems really suspicious. Like, what are you doing there, man? And it ain't weed. And it's almost like he was asking questions of the investigator, like, oh, you know that guy I met, right? On Craigslist. Like, you're not going to meet somebody on Craigslist for weed. I mean, that's like a guaranteed like setup. Why would you do that? So it's almost like he was kind of fishing. Like, do you guys know about the guy I met up with? Like, it didn't seem like they really did. So maybe the guy he was meeting up with is the guy he was trying to kind of communicate with, regards to maybe photographs or I'm not sure. Maybe that's where the ski mask guy comes in. Maybe they went down there. Well, I guess the ski mask incident would have 14th. I guess it could coincide. Because if they're out of town, yeah, I don't know. Did anybody ever look into that? Were they in Vegas at the time of the ski mask incident? Did they go to Vegas and then the ski mask incident happened? Somebody shows up with a ski mask, it's like a hitman or something. The porn business? R&M. What? I'm not sure what that is. I'm sorry. Right, it's not there right off the top. Yeah, I agree with you, Joe. He kind of kicked their ass in that interview. He got them to say, like, I know you didn't do this. Stuff like that. I'm not sure. I'm sure somebody out there can help us with that. I mean, is it possible that they had all this evidence, but something really tragic happened to it? Like it got tainted or misplaced, or I mean, is that possible? We're quickly coming up to the hour marker, and that's probably where we're going to be headed out. So it looks like about 8 more minutes. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, anything you want me to pull up, or anything within those pages, 168 and 185 is what we looked at. Brad says the Monday thing. TK off work on Monday. Face mask thing on Monday, which is an odd day to be doing stuff like murdering and spying unless you are off work. Okay, but isn't it? I just have this strange. Weren't they in Vegas? Tony and Kegan, wouldn't they be in Vegas during the ski mask incident? Looks like Just Pam answered your question. Burning Man is August 28th through September 5th. Yeah, who is that driver? You know, it's almost like they could have dropped somebody off on the private drive. That person's just kind of hanging out there. And then the driver is the bridge guy, you know? He's sitting there, he's waiting. He's monitoring his social media. Or it could have happened quickly. Could have dropped them both off, you know? And then I think as soon as they sent those Snapchat photos, the one with Libby and then the other black and white image, they didn't need any location, indicators. All you have to do is look at the image and boom, there's the Monon High Bridge. You now know that they're there. And we know at 2:07 they took those photos, and at 2:13 they're filming the bridge guy. So right after they took those photos is when the attack happened. Yeah, so it seems like law enforcement still has a ton of work to do. So I mean, if especially with this Yubo stuff, I wonder if they found another device, maybe. I wonder if they found something new. Maybe a tip came in. Yeah, and the one thing, Thelma, that makes me think that is because in the transcript, they say they're pinging his phone or he's connected to a Wi-Fi while pinging his phone on Country Club Road during the time of the murders. So that leads me to believe that if Kegan's involved, whoever's Wi-Fi he's connected to, he's waiting for somebody. He's either waiting for friends, he's waiting for his father, he's waiting for the killers. And as soon as they get there, They're going to clean up. They're going to get their shit straight. And then he's going to take whoever got dropped off, is going to get in his vehicle, and they're going to go home. Why else would he just be sitting there? You know, it makes no sense. And if he's sitting there in a car and he's looking at porn, because he's obviously sick. I mean, who looks at porn in a car during the day outside of a house, logged onto somebody else's Wi-Fi? Like, that's somebody who has a serious problem. And that's just probably his mild behavior. He's killing time. That's what he's doing. He's killing time. Why is he there? And why is he killing time? And why that location? Yeah, he mentions not having any service. He just hooks up to the Wi-Fi where and when he can. Man. That's crazy. Yeah, and that means he had the password, right? I mean, who has their Wi-Fi with like out a password? But he also said that, he's never been down there. And they never said that Kegan was there. They just said his phone was there. So somebody could easily have had his phone. And they said it was around 8 a.m. So if he's logging in and out of accounts at 8 a.m., it could have been another person. You know what I mean? Yeah, and if there was drugs involved, you're not going to really be thinking about your phone pinging. You're just mad about something, You're motivated. You're not thinking clearly. I can take him by myself. But I think Doug Carter's got dibs. We'll give him dibs. I think it's coming. I mean, think about all this information and the way they're talking to him in that interview. Like, man, they're like right there. It's either you, Kegan, or, he knows who did it. I mean, they're right there. Whoever did it, like, law enforcement may not know for sure, but they have his name. And it's in it's a small group of names that they're looking at. I can't wait to put that. So I think the final part of the obsession is the celebration part, and I can't wait for that. We all get to celebrate and talk about it. The I told you so's and the okay. Between all the armchair sleuths and all the ex-law enforcement and all the podcasters, it's just going to be a really good day. Just imagine the family. There's that town. I wonder if that town's just going to light up. That'd be a great thing to see. Yeah, I'll definitely get me a bottle of champagne and like a cigar. That seems like a good cigar moment. Well, we hit 1 hour. That's what I was looking for, just to kind of touch base with you guys. Create a live for those people that are just kind of listening in the background, especially during the day, you know, and also anybody that wants to go back and listen to those transcripts. Try to read them the best I could. But I'm going to check in with my members here in a little bit, right, a little bit later in the day, see who's available, and we'll take it from there. So I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Take care.
Smooth.